Students, today we learn about convolution theorem in Laplace transform. In this video lecture, we discuss about the concept and statement of convolution theorem and some problem based on this theorem. We know that in inverse Laplace transform, the Laplace of ft is equal to fs, then Laplace inverse of fs equal to ft. So if a function fs has the inverse Laplace transform ft, then ft is uniquely determined. So let's we start with convolution theorem statement. The convolution theorem is an alternative method to finding the inverse Laplace transform of a function that can be written as the product of two functions. So mathematical statement is if Laplace inverse of fs is equal to ft and Laplace inverse gs equal to gt, where ft and gt are the functions, then we can find the Laplace inverse of fs into gs. So which equal to integration 0 to t fx gt minus x dx. So look at this example in screen. By using convolution theorem, you have to find Laplace inverse of s square upon s square plus a square into s square plus b square. We know that we can write this function as s upon s square plus a square and the product of s upon s square plus b square. Here, the Laplace inverse of s upon s square plus a square is equal to cos at, which we say here ft, and Laplace inverse of s upon s square plus b square is equal to cos bt, and we say here gt. So the given problem can write by using convolution theorem integration x equal to 0 to x equal to t fx gt minus x dx. So here fx and gt minus x dx can be write cos ax and cos b t minus x dx. So remember here student, here ft is equal to cos at. So whenever we replace this t by x, then we here ft equal to cos x and gt equal to cos bt. So whenever you replace t by t minus x, this function is converted in cos b t minus x. So whenever taking constant term common, and this equal to 1 by 2 integration 0 to t 2 cos ax cos b t minus x dx. So in this step, we multiply by 2 in numerator and denominator and applying the trigonometric formula of 2 cos ax and 2 cos bx. So this term can be write equal to 1 by 2 integration 0 to t cos ax bt minus x dx plus integration x equal to 0 to t cos ax minus b t minus x dx. So this equal to 1 by 2 integration. So remember here the limit is x equal to 0 to x equal to t. So term cos a minus bx plus bt dx plus integration x equal to 0 to x equal to t cos a plus bx minus bt. So we know that in integration, the integration of cos x dx equal to sin x, and whenever we applying the formula of function, this term is equal to 1 by 2 sin a minus bx plus bt upon a minus b. And the second term is cos a plus bx minus bt. After integration, this term is converted into sin a plus bx minus bt upon a plus b. So here is the formula: cos of ax dx is equal to sin ax upon. Whenever we put upper limit and lower limit, this is equal to 1 by 2 sin a minus bt and plus bt upon a minus 1 plus sin a plus bt minus bt upon a plus b minus of 1 by 2 sin bt upon a minus b plus sin minus bt upon a minus a plus b. Here the basic trigonometric formula we know that sine 0 equal to 0 and sine minus theta equal to minus sine theta. So this term is written into 1 upon 2 sine at minus sine bt upon a minus b plus sine at plus sine bt upon a plus b. After simplifying, taking LCM and simplifying, this equal to 1 by 2 a plus b sin at minus sin bt plus a minus b sin at plus sin bt upon a minus b a plus b. But we know that a minus b a plus b equal to a square minus b square. So this term converted into a square minus b square. So this is equal to a sin at minus b sin bt upon a square minus b square, which is the required result of this problem. Here we are mentioning another formula of trigonometry, with 2 sin a cos b is equal to sin a plus b plus sin a minus b, and 2 sin a sin b is equal to cos a minus b minus cos a. Now look at this example. You have to evaluate Laplace inverse s upon s square plus a square ka whole square by using convolution theorem. So here we can write this problem in the product of two functions in such a manner: this equal to Laplace inverse s upon s square plus a square into 1 upon s square plus a square. Now let L inverse s upon s square plus a square equal to ft, and we know that this equal to cos at, and Laplace inverse 1 upon s square plus a square is equal to 1 by a sin at equal to gt. So whenever we applying here the convolution theorem, this term is equal to fx into gt minus x dx and the integration 0 to t. We remember this here. This limit is of vary from 0 to t, or we can say x equal to 0 to x equal to t. So in place of fx, we can put cos x. In place of gt minus x, we can put 1 upon a sine a t minus x dx. Now again, we multiply by 2 in numerator and denominator, and taking the common terms 1 upon 2a, then 1 upon 2a integration 0 to 2 cos ax sin a t minus x dx. So here we have to apply the formula of 2 cos A sin B. So 2 cos A sin B is equal to sin A plus B minus sin A minus B. This is equal to 1 upon 2A. In limit vary from 0 to t, sin ax plus at minus ax. We can easily cancel ax minus sin ax minus at plus ax dx. So after simplifying, this term is converted in sin 80, and the second term is sin 2ax minus 80 dx. Now it is remember that here we are integrating with respect to x, and this term sin 80 is treated as a constant. So integration of x equal to 0 to x equal to t sin 80 means sin 80 integration 1 dx. So with respect to x 1, the integration of 1 is equal to x, and whenever we put upper limit and lower limit, this term is converted to t sin 80. Second term x equal to 0 to x equal to t sin 2x minus 80 dx. Whenever we integrate with respect to x, so we know that the formula of sin x dx which equal to minus cos x. So whenever we applying this formula, the term reduce in 1 by 2a sin 80 x equal to 0 to x equal to t plus cos 2x minus 80 upon 2a. In a simple manner, we here putting the upper limit, then lower limit. The first term is t sin 80 minus 0, and the second term is 280 minus 80 upon 2a minus cos minus 80 upon 2. So t sin 80 as it is, and the term cos 280 minus 80 means cos 80 upon 2a, and minus ka cos minus ka 80 upon 2. So student, here we are can apply the formula cos of minus theta is equal to cos theta. So it is clear that the both term is equal value with different sign. So we can write here this equal to 1 upon 2a t sin 80, which is the required solution of this problem. So student, the Laplace transform and the inverse Laplace transform together have a number of properties that make them useful for analyzing linear dynamical system. Thank you.